Alex was a small content creator who had spent years uploading videos with almost no recognition, constantly trying new ideas, improving his editing skills, and studying whatever trends he could find just to stay relevant in an algorithm that rarely seemed to notice him. He wasn't backed by a company, he didn't have professional equipment, and he didn't have a team, just a phone, a laptop, and an obsession with finally breaking through. Every upload felt like a gamble. Every refresh of his analytics felt like a reminder of how invisible he still was. But despite that, he kept going, because giving up felt worse than failing. One night, while scrolling through viral content, Alex came across a trending clip that everyone was reposting and remixing. It was everywhere. Short edits, reaction videos, compilations, and it made him start thinking that using a small part of it in his own video wouldn't really matter. In his mind, it wasn't theft, it was participation, something that was already normalized across the platform. He told himself it was just a few seconds, that it would be fine, and that no one would even notice in a sea of similar content. That decision, small in the moment and almost careless, became the foundation of everything that followed. When Alex uploaded the video, everything changed almost instantly. Within hours, the view count started climbing at a pace he had never seen before. Thousands became hundreds of thousands, and soon after, millions. His phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Notifications stacked on top of each other faster than he could read them. People were sharing the video, commenting things like, "This is insane," "New creator of the year," and "He's about to blow up." For the first time in his life, Alex felt like he had finally arrived. Maya, his closest friend and editor, was just as shocked, telling him this might actually be the moment everything turns around. For a brief stretch of time, everything felt perfect. Alex imagined brand deals, sponsorships, a growing audience, and finally escaping the constant cycle of obscurity. He kept refreshing the page, watching the numbers climb, almost afraid to blink in case it stopped. The validation was overwhelming, and it filled a gap he had been chasing for years. But underneath all of it was something he didn't notice yet, a fragile foundation built on content that wasn't fully his. The next morning, everything collapsed. Alex woke up to a notification that instantly made his stomach drop. Copyright strike issued. Video removed. At first, he thought it was a mistake. He refreshed his channel again and again, hoping the video would reappear, but instead he saw the same message, removed due to copyright infringement. The video that had been his first real breakthrough was gone. Not just demonetized. Not just limited. Completely taken down. He sat there in silence, staring at the screen, trying to process what had just happened. The same video that was getting millions of views hours ago was now erased from his channel as if it never existed. Maya walked in and immediately noticed his expression. "What happened?" she asked. Alex didn't answer right away. He just showed her the screen. At first, Maya tried to stay calm. "Okay, maybe it's a mistake. You can appeal it." But deep down, both of them knew this wasn't a simple glitch. As the day went on, the situation got worse. The engagement that had exploded overnight completely stalled. The comment section, which had been full of praise just hours earlier, started shifting. People began questioning him, accusing him of stealing content, calling him fake, and saying he didn't deserve the attention he got. The same audience that celebrated him was now tearing him apart. Alex kept telling himself it wasn't fair. He argued that the clip was short, that it was widely used, that everyone does it. But none of that changed the reality of the situation. The platform didn't care about trends, it cared about ownership. And Alex was learning that the hard way. Maya tried to ground him. "Just because something is popular doesn't mean it's yours to use," she said. "You can't build something real on shortcuts." But Alex wasn't ready to hear that yet. He was stuck in the mindset that the punishment didn't fit the mistake. So he tried to appeal the strike, explaining that the clip was minimal and transformative, hoping the platform would reverse the decision. But the response was final. The copyright claim stood. The video was gone for good. That's when the fallout truly began. His subscriber growth slowed, then plateaued, then dipped. Old supporters started questioning his integrity. New viewers assumed the worst. The algorithm stopped pushing his content the way it had during his viral moment. It felt like everything he had gained in a single night was slipping away twice as fast. Eventually, Alex couldn't take it anymore. He decided he needed answers beyond emails and automated responses. He went directly to a copyright enforcement office, determined to understand exactly what had happened. There, he met Mr. Reyes. Mr. Reyes wasn't aggressive or dismissive. He was calm, almost clinical, as he explained how copyright systems actually work. He told Alex that ownership doesn't disappear just because something is trending. Even a few seconds of unlicensed material can trigger a takedown, especially when it belongs to someone else. He explained that the system isn't designed to punish creativity, it's designed to protect it. And then he said something that stayed with Alex long after he left. Virality doesn't equal permission. That sentence hit harder than any comment section ever had. Because for the first time, Alex realized the truth he had been avoiding. The success he had celebrated wasn't fully his. It was built on something borrowed, something unstable, something that could disappear at any moment. He left the office feeling embarrassed, exposed, and completely drained. For days AF. Toward, Alex barely touched his channel. He stopped uploading. He stopped planning. Every time he opened his editing software, he was reminded of what he had lost. The comment section continued to spiral, with people calling him a fraud, a fake creator, someone who got lucky and fell off instantly. At one point, Alex seriously considered quitting. Not just taking a break, fully walking away. He told Maya that maybe he just wasn't meant for this, that maybe the internet only rewards shortcuts and luck. But Maya refused to let him end his story there. She told him something simple but important. You didn't fail because you got a strike. You failed because you built your success on something that wasn't yours. But that doesn't mean you can't build again the right way. That conversation didn't fix everything immediately, but it planted a seed. Slowly, Alex started to rebuild. This time, everything was different. No borrowed clips. No reused content. No shortcuts disguised as creative freedom. He started learning how to build stories from scratch, how to structure narratives, how to create content that didn't depend on trends to survive. He studied pacing, emotional storytelling, audience retention, and original concepts. It was harder, slower, more frustrating, but it was real. At first, the results were discouraging. His new videos barely reached the numbers he used to get instantly from a viral clip. There were days where it felt like no one was watching at all. The temptation to go back to shortcuts was strong. He could see how easy it would be to chase another viral moment. But every time he thought about it, he remembered the strike, the silence, the removal, the collapse. So he kept going anyway. And gradually, something began to change. The audience he started gaining wasn't massive, but it was real. People weren't just clicking, they were staying. They were commenting on his effort, his improvement, his originality. They were responding to him, not just the content he borrowed. His channel started growing again, but this time it wasn't explosive, it was stable. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into consistency. And consistency turned into trust. Eventually, Alex realized something important. Viral success is loud, but fragile. Real success is slower, but it lasts. And that's when he made a decision that would define everything that came next. Alex decided to start his own full storytelling channel, something bigger than just random uploads. He wanted to build a brand centered around meaningful, emotional, lesson-based stories. A channel that didn't rely on trends or borrowed content, but instead focused on original narratives that could actually impact people. He named it The Life Changes. The goal wasn't just views anymore. It was messages, lessons, impact, stories that meant something. The first video on The Life Changes was simple, but powerful. No viral clips, no borrowed content, just a story about mistakes, consequence, and second chances. And slowly, people started noticing. Not because it was loud, but because it was real. Maya stood beside him as the channel grew, watching it transform from an idea into something meaningful. "This feels different," she said one day. Alex nodded. "This time, it actually is mine." But just as everything seemed to stabilize, strange things started happening online. A new creator appeared posting content that looked eerily similar to Alex's original viral style. The same pacing, the same structure, the same energy, but slightly altered like a copy trying not to be caught. Alex stared at the screen in silence, because now he understood something deeper than before. The problem wasn't just copyright. It was repetition, imitation, cycles, and somehow, his story wasn't finished yet. The camera zoomed out slowly as Alex looked at his growing channel. now standing at the edge of something much bigger than he expected. The life changes was only the beginning, and in the distance, something new was already forming. New movie soon. Stay tuned.